Well, hello guys, and welcome to another Node.js and Daraja tutorial. My name is Ben. We are supposed today to start on doing STK, which is Lipa and M-PESA online. Yeah. Our previous classes, all the tutorials are linked in the description. Please ensure that you understand where we come from before you jump into the new tutorial. Links are also on the description. So what are we going to do today is STK. STK is where you initiate a transaction on behalf of the client. All the client has to do is to enter the M-PESA PIN and you complete the transaction. So what are we supposed to do? So the first thing we do, we will need to create our endpoint to request the transaction. So here we'll do, let me just call it STK for easy reference. We'll need to pass our middleware, which is our access. We created it, is this function here. And then we'll need to pass our request and our response here, and now we can start. So the first thing we usually do, which we're doing it no often, but we're not supposed to do it like that. There's a better way of doing it. So let me call this also the endpoint, which will be the STK endpoint from Safaricom. We'll also need to introduce another variable, which is the authentication string. And authentication string is easy. It's going to be bearer space, and then you concatenate it with the access token. So access token is obtained using the request dot access token. Yeah, and you're done with that. The next we use our requests to now continue processing our request here. So what I'm going to do before I forget is to just complete it. Yeah, just to complete this and have an error, just in case there's an error. This is the response, there's the body. These are just if you learn about these requests as an npm package, you'll understand how it works. So it has to have this standard. So if there was an error, what you're supposed to do, maybe you can just console log error, the error itself. But if there was no error, maybe you can just also console log body. Not even don't console log. Let's response dot status 200, meaning we hit it correctly with JSON, and we just need to pass the body here, which is this. No, that's okay. No, that's very fine. So here we are supposed to pass the URL, and this is the endpoint that we had provided up here. After that, we need to define the method that we want to use, and the method here is post. The other one is the headers. Safaricom requires headers, so headers is an object, and this object is an authentication string, so using authorization. And here we'll have just the auth. Easy. We already had it up here. It's this one, which is bearer and the access token. Then we'll have now the body of the requests, which is a JSON object. As simple as this. What we do, we go back to our Daraja. Then we want the M-PESA APIs. What we are doing right now is Lipa and M-PESA online. Yeah. So look for where we have here. This one is good. Just copy this, the whole of it, the way it is. Yeah, and we just come and paste it here. Simple as that. Then we need to pass our business shortcode, our password, our timestamp, amount here. Some things we can just fill them right now. Let me just put 1 shilling. I'll also put a small pause so that I can also install the app for recording the screen, because that's what we are going to do. Then we have party A, which is the shortcode again. Party B, party A is the phone number. Party B is the shortcode phone number is your phone number or the phone number that you want. Then here we'll pass our URL for callback, which is 197.248. You don't have to put this, and you can put your domain name here. When you use this one, it will come to my end, not your end, which will again give you frustrations and stress and necessary panic. Account reference is going to be the pay bill number. Oh no, the account number for the customer. So I'll say 123 test. Say that is my account number. Then transaction description, you just put anything. Process, maybe activation. If you're using it to activate your clients or to pay for a service or anything, you can just maybe describe it here. So this may be the account number. Yeah, so the phone number here, I'll just put my number. Don't fear to use this number. It's now my business number. So we go to the next step, which is I like doing something separate kidogo, and I would like to just define some few constants here. And the first constant I want is the timestamp. Yeah, I'd like to define the timestamp there, and I'll tell you why. I'll also want to define another constant. I don't like using constants everywhere. I can just put a comma and define the next variable. I'll also do password, and I'll tell you why. Then instead of having them here, so here I'll just pass the password that I've created. And here allow the timestamp, and I want us to be very careful with this timestamp here. That's why I've removed it from here. I don't know my party B yet, so we're going just to collect the party B and the business shortcode before we generate these two. So I'll go to Lipa and M-PESA. What they're saying is that your password is your business shortcode, passkey, and timestamp that is generated by base64 encoding. In other words, we are supposed to combine here. It's going to be our business shortcode, our passkey plus passkey plus the timestamp, which will give us now the password. Now, to get the timestamp is very easy, but let me now also introduce something we call, because we're going to obtain our timestamp from this one. So the date, let me just say date now is equals to new date. This is how we obtain date in JavaScript. I'll stop this one first here. Then what I need to do is to go and update and get my timestamp, and my timestamp is going to be date now. Date now. It's going to be a very long string, so bear with me. So first of all, we get the full year. So get full year. See here. That will give us the full year. But we cannot just go directly and add. We need to cheat it somehow that whatever we have there is a string. Yeah. So I'm implementing it this way. Again, date now dot get full month, dot get month. Yeah. Get month. Again, we repeat so that we can have it as a string. All right, now the journey begins. So that is the month. Then we have date now dot get date. Again, cheat it. There's a better way of doing this. So just doing this also that everybody can be on the same. So once you get the date, you're supposed to also get the hours. Get hours. Get hours. Then supposed to get the minutes. Date now dot get minutes. Just make sure that this is full. then we need to get also date now dot get time. Get seconds. So this one will give us the timestamp that we need. Then once we get the timestamp, we're supposed to go and we're supposed to combine based on the instructions that we have. The timestamp should be in this format. Don't worry, I was doing the Wadanias and stuff. So business shortcode, we have the passkey and the timestamp in that order. So let's have them. So to get the password, we need first of all to make it into base 64. So base 64 is just that. Here we'll have pass our business shortcode. We'll concatenate it with our passkey, and then we'll also have this, our timestamp here. Yeah, I'll do this because we need it to be to base 64. Buffer class changed a bit, so we need to indicate that, and then dot to string. And here you pass the kind of encoding you want, which is base 64. Let me remove this one here. All right, now we are okay. So the password is password here, and the timestamp is the string there. So let us now copy all these details from our tests credentials. So you go to test credentials, and we are using this one for Lipa and M-PESA online. Yeah. And also when you're doing that, also ensure that the apps you're using, that the app specifically, that the app that you're using has Lipa, has M-PESA Express Sandbox. So here we just paste our shortcode, then our passkey is provided here. So let's copy it and bring it here, and now that one is done. Yes, then this is my number. Then here you also have the business shortcode is repeated here. Save that one. We'll be ready to roll unless we need to make this one work first. So STK, we need to have this just down here after the function. So we'll have app.posts, and here we'll have our path, that's that one. Then we have our request and our response, which is going to be console.log, and here we have STK, and we'll have console.log request.body, which is now the STK callback body. And again, this one will also have a long body that we don't need, but we need the result. But before that, let me first of all show this. Okay, I think we are ready to roll now. So you can test this endpoint and see whether it's going to work out or not. So let me bring my terminal, copy that one. What we have is STK and send. Yeah, it has crashed. Yes, I'm seriously forgetting about this URL all the time. I think now we are ready. Business shortcode. I interchanged it. Nine. Oh no, we had not provided it here. Good. Yeah, and I get the requests, so I'll make a payment. Go. Made the payment, and as you can see, the callback is an object. So let us deal with that. So we'll access the body and callback metadata. So I'll go to my body here. Body.stk callback. Yes, sorry, I did wrong here. Like that. That one is the one that will work. So we send again that request, get the request, so make the payment. Payment is done, and there you go. Amount value is that on M-PESA receipt number, is that cannot show the balance, transaction value, and the amount. Correct. Now, this is how we make STK work. Please don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, I think that marks the end of this tutorial. So far so good. It's like we are done. We're just remaining with one tutorial. I'm not going to do tutorial on B2B since it's no longer supported on Daraja until it's communicated again that they are supporting it. I will not do a B2B tutorial, but for B2C, it's the one that is coming up. So don't forget to check. If you're a new person on this channel, welcome. I'd like to see you in the next tutorial, and also I'd like you to visit the previous ones. For that to happen, please subscribe so that I can also be able to give you more content. All right, so see you in our next class, and bye bye.